Okay, so we're going to start talking about equations of lines when they gave you 2 points. Okay, so the slope-intercept form, what's the slope-intercept form?
Y equals mx plus b.
Mx plus b. Which one is the slope? M, very good. Which one's the y-intercept? B. Okay, so that's just a refresher. We're going to refer back to it. Do you ever plug anything in for y or for x?
No.
No. Okay? Let's first start off with your calculator. Everybody turn your calculator on. Right here on your worksheet is how to write an equation when they give you 2 points. So I want you to first hit the That's all right. Hit the stat key, it's right underneath the delete key. Hit the stat key, it's right underneath the delete key. Okay, let's put the stat key underneath the delete key. Okay, it's going to give you a chart that has L1 and L2, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So then you're going to enter your values. I'm sorry. So your values are right here. Remember, this is your X and this is your Y. This is your X and this is your Y. So when you go to enter it in under L1, that's where you want to put your X's. So you're going to put a 1 and a 5. 1, enter. 5, enter. And then you're going to arrow over using the gray arrow keys. And you're going to plug in your Y values. Make sure you line them up with the correct point. So the first one is a 1, so I need to plug in a -5. My second one that goes with the 5 is the 3. Now you're going to push the stat key again underneath the delete key. You're going to arrow over. At the top there are like 3 different words. You're going to arrow over to the word calc. Then you're going to go down to number 4 and push linear regression. And you're going to hit enter. It gives you the equation. You don't have to do any work. It says that y is equal to, what is the value for the slope?
2
minus 7. So it automatically determines what your equation is. Okay? And part of it is because when you're trying to find the y-intercept, the y-intercept is going to be 0 some number, correct? And when you have 2 points, neither one of those numbers are 0. So it's a little more difficult to figure out what that y-intercept is. I want you now to go and try the second and the third problem on your worksheet. Somebody tell me, what did you get for the second one?
Y is equal to negative point.
Negative what? 0.8x. 1.2. Did everybody get that? Anybody not get that? Okay. What about the last one? What'd you get?
Y equals 3.5 is
3.5?
yeah,
0.375x
I got negative.
minus 4.5 is what you should have had. Okay, so let's change over. Now, instead of doing slope-intercept form, where they gave you the slope and the y-intercept, there's another form that we're going to talk about today, and it's called point slope form, because they're going to give you the point and a slope. What do we use for slope? M, very good. On your formula chart, the yellow one that's in your journal, it has this formula on there, okay? So if you need it, it'll be there. So this would be y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So a point is just that. It is a coordinate. And remember, it has an x value and a y value. Everybody good? Yes, you did.
Wait, I have a question. X1, is that like the first X?
We're getting there. Now, a minute ago when I asked you, you told me you do not plug in for y and x, correct? Good. So on this one right here, you are not going to plug in for y or x. Notice there's an x1 and a y1. You're going to get that information from your first point that they gave you. Are we okay? So, right down here, I want to change these. I want these to be in point slope form. Okay, I want these to be in point slope form. Let's work this one together. So I have my equation. It's going to be y minus y1. Well, what's my y value in the point they gave me? 1. That's going to be equal to m, which is my slope, which is 2. Remember, you don't plug in for x, but my x value is it's 2. Very good. That's okay. Are we good? So really, this is just my m. This is my first x value from the point they gave me, and this is my, it's a y. 1 value. Okay, I would like for you to try the next 2. Okay, so on my next one here, it will be y minus my y value, which would be 5, equals my slope, which is negative 1, x minus 3. Okay, on the next one, y minus 6, is equal to my slope, which is 3 over 2. And then it'll be x minus my x value, which would be a negative 6. So remember right here, a negative and a negative make a positive. So if you would have written it as 3 over 2, x plus 6, that would have been completely fine. Okay? All right, now here, they're saying, if I look at them, does that look like point slope form? Okay, now they want you to rewrite each one to be slope intercept form. What is slope intercept form again? Good. All they're really saying is get the y by itself. So all they're saying here is get the y by itself. So here I could distribute 2 times x would give me 2x, and 2 times negative 3 gives me a negative 6. That's equal to y plus 4. If I want to get the y by itself, I would subtract the 4. Do I subtract it from the 2x? No. From the 6. So y is equal to 2x minus 10. So my next question to you would be this. What is my slope? 2 over 1. And what is my y-intercept? Negative 10. So I can go between the two. So if I have a point in the slope, I can write it in point slope form and solve it where I know my slope and my y-intercept. Now we have our Quizzy Poo. So make sure, number 1, that your homework